This question comes from, let's say, Maria, who asks, what if all plastic suddenly biodegraded naturally? And not just started biodegrading from today onward, but right now instantly all over the planet. Every single piece of plastic, from the bottle on your desk to the giant patches floating in the ocean, suddenly becomes as biodegradable as an apple core. At first, it sounds like a dream come true. No more plastic waste choking sea turtles. No more decades-old shopping bags tumbling across highways. Beaches would be pristine. Forests would be free of candy wrappers. And the Great Pacific Garbage Patch would just melt away. Environmentalists would throw the biggest victory party in history. One without plastic cups, obviously. But let's not forget something. Plastic is everywhere. And I don't mean everywhere. Like, I see a few wrappers on the street. I mean literally everywhere. Your phone? Plastic. The keyboard you're typing on? Plastic. The wiring insulation in your house? Plastic. The dashboard of your car? Yep. If all plastic started breaking down right now, life as we know it would get very complicated, very fast. Picture your car's interior slowly sagging into a sticky mess as the seats, dashboard, and steering wheel begin decomposing. The tires? Mostly synthetic rubber, which is, in many cases, just another form of plastic. They'd crumble, leaving your vehicle stranded. Public transportation wouldn't be spared either. Buses, trains, and airplanes have enormous amounts of plastic in seats, windows, panels, and components. Airports would turn into scenes from a surreal art project where half the furniture has melted. And let's talk about electronics. Your phone case and charger would be gone within hours. Your headphones? Gone. Even if the device's main body survived, the wiring insulation would vanish, exposing tiny copper filaments like some kind of cybernetic plant roots. Power grids would be at risk as protective plastic coatings around electrical cables degraded, leading to short circuits and blackouts. Hospitals would be in chaos. If all of those started breaking down at once, surgeons would be standing in operating rooms, staring at piles of bio-goo where their tools used to be. And then there's food storage. Plastic packaging isn't just convenient. Without it, supermarkets would lose huge amounts of stock almost immediately. Milk jugs, yogurt cups, bread bags, gone. The refrigerated section would start smelling suspicious within a day, and global food supply chains would have to scramble for alternatives. Okay, so let's say this magic biodegradation process somehow only affects existing plastic, and new materials instantly replace it. We'd still have a massive cleanup challenge. All that biodegraded plastic doesn't just vanish into nothing. It breaks down into organic mush. In landfills, mountains of this goo would release gases, clog drainage systems, and possibly leach into water supplies. Coastal areas where plastic debris was embedded in sand could see massive sludge tides washing ashore. Wildlife would have a mixed reaction. Marine animals wouldn't be choking on bottle caps anymore, but they might suddenly find themselves swimming through strange, decaying polymer soup. On land, birds that nest in plastic scraps would have to find new building materials. And yes, that includes the weirdly adorable photos of birds sitting in bottle cap nests. Those days would be over. Over time, society would adapt. Metals, glass, wood, ceramics, and new biodegradable polymers would take the place of old plastics. Packaging industries would be revolutionized overnight. Architects would scramble to design buildings without plastic-based insulation, plumbing, or wiring coatings. And clothing? Well, say goodbye to polyester and nylon. Your favorite hoodie might just disintegrate while you're wearing it. The environmental benefits would be huge in the long term. Oceans would recover faster. Microplastic pollution would start disappearing from food chains, and beaches would lose that depressing human trash aesthetic. But the short-term shock would be catastrophic. A collapse of infrastructure, supply chains, and a lot of very awkward public situations. And of course, humans being humans, someone would inevitably try to monetize it. Expect to see authentic pre-biodegraded plastic sludge sold in jars as a collectible from the Great Plastic Meltdown of 2025. So in the end, would a world without plastic be better? Maybe, but only if it disappeared gradually, giving us time to replace it. Wipe it all out in one night, and you don't just lose pollution. You lose the modern world's bones, skin, and nervous system all at once. The planet might thank us for it in a century, but in the meantime, we'd be stuck in the world's weirdest, sludgiest apocalypse.